Your phone may not disappear, but something is already being built to replace its power, and it wants to get even closer to you. For almost 2 decades, one device has quietly controlled modern life. The smartphone, it wakes us up in the morning, it tells us where to go, it stores our photos, our messages, our memories, our money, our work, our entertainment, and sometimes even our identity. It is the first thing many people touch when they wake up, and the last thing they check before sleeping. It replaced the camera, the map, the music player, the notebook, the calendar, the wallet, and for many people, even the quiet moments in between. The smartphone did not just become a successful product, it became the center of everyday life. But now, something strange is happening. Some of the world's biggest technology companies are preparing for what comes next. Not just a better phone, not just another app, but a new kind of personal device, one that may sit on your face, in your ear, on your wrist, on your finger, or quietly around you. And the company that wins this race may not just own your screen, it may own the next layer of your everyday life. Because the real race is not only to replace the smartphone, the real race is to build the device closest to you. For years, the smartphone worked because it gave us everything in one place. You wanted to call someone, open the phone. You wanted to check the news, open the phone. You wanted directions, open the phone. You wanted to take a photo, open the phone. You wanted to search, shop, work, watch, pay, post, scroll, or remember something, open the phone. Modern life became app-based. We learned to tap, swipe, scroll, unlock, search, open, close, repeat. And for a long time that made sense. But artificial intelligence changes the rhythm. Because AI does not only want to wait inside an app, AI becomes more powerful when it understands context. What you are looking at, what you are hearing, where you are, what you are doing, what you usually do next, what you might forget, and what you might need before you ask. A phone can run AI, but the phone still lives mostly inside a screen, and a screen has limits. It only sees what you show it. It only listens when you activate it. It only helps when you pull it out, unlock it, open the right app, and ask the right question. But imagine a device that does not need to be pulled out of your pocket. A device that can see what you see, hear what you hear, understand what is around you, and respond while your hands are still free. This is why smart glasses are back. This is why AI earbuds matter. This is why rings, watches, pins, and wearable assistants keep appearing. They are not just random gadgets. They are experiments in a much bigger question. What comes after the smartphone? And at first, the answer looked simple. Build a small AI device. Make it screenless, make it wearable, make it feel futuristic. And maybe people will use it instead of their phones. But the first wave of AI hardware quickly hit reality. Devices like the Humane AI Pin and Rabbit R1 created huge curiosity. They promised a world with fewer screens, a world where you could talk to AI naturally, a world where a small device could answer questions, translate conversations, organize information, and help you move through the day. On paper, it sounded like the future, but in real life, the question became much harder. Was it fast enough? Was it useful enough? Was it accurate enough? Was it worth carrying? Was it better than simply taking out your phone? That last question is the hardest one. Because the smartphone is not easy to beat. It is already in your pocket. It already has your apps. It already has your contacts, camera, bank, maps, messages, photos, and passwords. So any new device has to do more than look futuristic. It has to justify its existence. This is where many early AI gadgets struggled. They were interesting, they were bold, they were creative. But they also revealed an uncomfortable truth. Replacing the phone is easy to imagine, but extremely difficult to prove. And yet the race did not stop. It became more serious. OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT, has moved closer to hardware through its work with Johnny Ive and the IoT. That matters because Johnny Ive is not just a designer. He helped shape the look and feel of some of the most influential consumer devices in modern history. So when an AI company begins working with one of the most famous product designers in the world, the message is clear. AI may not want to stay trapped inside laptops and phones forever. It may need its own object, its own form, its own place in daily life. At the same time, Meta has been pushing smart glasses through its Ray-Ban partnership. This is important because smart glasses have always had one major problem. They often look too strange, too technical, too awkward, too much like something people would admire online but never wear outside. Meta's Ray-Ban glasses take a different approach. They try to look normal first, useful second, futuristic third. That order matters. Because with wearable technology, design is not decoration. Design is permission. People may accept technology in their pocket, but wearing technology on the face is different. Your face is personal. Your glasses become part of your identity. They are not just a device. They are something other people see before they even hear you speak. This is why the next device after the smartphone is not only a technology challenge, it is a human challenge. Then there is Snap. Snap has spent years trying to understand cameras, communication, augmented reality, and how people interact visually. Its new specs show a different version of the future. Not just AI glasses that answer questions, but augmented reality glasses that place digital objects into the real world. Directions, games, work tools, social experiences, information floating in your environment instead of sitting inside a rectangle in your hand. That sounds powerful. But again, reality pushes back. Price matters, weight matters, battery life matters, comfort matters, public reaction matters. A device can be technically impressive and still fail the simple human test. Would people actually wear this every day? This is the part of the story that makes the race so fascinating. The winner may not be the company with the most futuristic demo. The winner may be the company that solves the most ordinary problems. Can the device be useful? Can it be comfortable? Can it look normal? Can it protect privacy? Can it be trusted? And most importantly, can it feel easier than using the phone? Because people do not adopt technology only because it is advanced. They adopt it when it fits into life, quietly, naturally, without too much effort. The smartphone succeeded because it became invisible in our habits. At first it was new, then it became useful, then it became normal, then it became almost automatic. That is the path every post-smartphone device must follow. It cannot simply be impressive. It must become ordinary. But there is another layer to this race, a deeper one. The real prize may not be the screen, it may be proximity. The smartphone is powerful because it is always near us. But the next device could be even closer, on your face, in your ears, on your wrist, on your finger, listening while you speak, seeing what you see, learning when you move, noticing your habits, understanding your environment, remembering what you forget, helping before you ask. This is where convenience and control begin to overlap. Because the more helpful a device becomes, the more access it may need. A phone knows a lot about you, but an AI wearable could know something different. It could know what you looked at, what you heard, where you paused, who you spoke to, what you asked, what you ignored, what you bought, what you almost bought, what your daily rhythm looks like. This does not automatically mean the future is bad, but it does mean the future is intimate. The next personal device may not only be something you use, it may be something that learns you. That is why trust becomes the real feature. Not the camera, not the battery, not the chip, not the design. Trust, because when a device gets closer to your life, the relationship changes. A laptop sits on a desk, a phone sits in your hand, but glasses sit on your face. Earbuds sit inside your ears. A ring stays on your body. A watch tracks your movement. These are not just tools, they are companions to your routine. And once AI enters those devices, the question becomes much bigger than hardware. Who gets to understand your day? Who gets to guide your attention? Who gets to answer your questions? Who gets to remember for you? Who gets to become the layer between you and the world? For years, companies competed for screen time. The next competition may be for context. Not just how long you look at a screen, but how deeply a device understands your life. This is why the device after the smartphone may not be one device at all. It may not arrive like the iPhone did. One launch, one stage, one object that changes everything overnight. Instead, it may arrive quietly, piece by piece. Glasses that answer questions, earbuds that translate conversations, rings that track health signals, watches that understand movement, cars that anticipate routes, home devices that respond to routines, AI assistants that remember what you forget, and phones that slowly become less central, not gone, just less dominant. The future may be a network, a quiet circle of devices around the body, the home, the workplace, and the city. Each device doing one small part, each device collecting one small signal, each device making the phone slightly less necessary. Until one day, the smartphone is no longer the center of modern life. It is just one device among many. And maybe that is why this race matters. Because the device after the smartphone may not only change what we carry, it may change what we depend on. So the question is not only what replaces the smartphone, the question is what kind of technology we are willing to let get that close. If this story made you think differently about the future of your phone, subscribe to CurioHush for more quiet stories shaping modern life. Because the future rarely arrives all at once. Sometimes, it just becomes normal.